Hi.
Hi there.
How are you?
Puck-netsuite.
Colton.
How are you today, Colton?
Good. Great.
Told me that was busy times right now
Yes,
for you guys.
this springtime is probably our busiest of the year. A lot of people moving around.
Which is a good thing for you guys if you're in.
Great thing for us.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for meeting me today.
Yeah, thank you.
Brett told me that you're really busy right now, so I'll try not to take too much of your time. Only have 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll introduce myself real quick.
Okay.
I've been with NetSuite now for about a year in small and medium enterprises, so it kind of perfectly fits your business.
Yes, it does.
And I know quite a bit about it, and I hope we can work a solution out for which is good for the both of us. I have my business card here.
Okay,
if you
perfect.
would like to have some, well, if I have it, yes, I have it. If you have some questions afterwards, you can always call me about that. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Good.
Okay, so shortly why I'm here. Brett and I, we talked on the phone. Remember last week I couldn't get in touch with you, but now you can find the time to sit with me, which is great.
Okay.
He said that you might be having some problems because you're growing with keeping track of your sales and your customers and your costs.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit more difficult as we're growing. Adding customers, adding salespeople. It's getting a little bit more difficult now.
I understand. And that's the good thing about it is that I might be able to help you in that because we especially focus in that direction.
Good.
So it's going to be great. Do you mind if I ask you some questions to get to know the company a little better?
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
I can serve your specific needs?
Yeah, please.
Okay. And are you okay with me taking some notes
Yeah,
during
that's
the conversation?
fine. Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks. Well, let's get going then. So Brett told me on the phone that you guys are focusing on growth right now mainly. What's your overall strategy for the upcoming years?
So we've been doing pretty well. Really our strategy now, as there's an increasing demand for our services, we really want to grow our sales force, our salespeople, and also some of the other drivers and people that move all the supplies. And also area, we'd like to grow in the different places that we deal with. We're mainly in Atlanta right now, but we're looking to do some growth as far as expansion.
Because I saw you also go internationally into Canada.
Yes, we do. So we do some long distance moves, and we see that as an opportunity for us to grow moving forward. And we're also looking to partner up with some businesses because of those long distance travels. It's difficult with only 5 drivers right now.
To get to that distance.
Yeah, exactly. So we're looking to grow in those areas mainly.
Okay. And he also told me that you're currently using an Excel system to keep track of everything that's happening.
Yes.
How does that look? Can you give me
So pretty much when one of our 3 salespeople makes a sale, they will go ahead and put that information into an Excel sheet. We'll put their own name, the customer's name, how much the sale was for, and where. Which service they provided for that customer, and then they send that to Tony and myself, the operations manager, and we kind of compile all of that. And
you keep track of that?
Yes, we keep track of all that.
And is that a real-time operation, or when do they send those things to you?
It didn't start out as that big of a time issue. When we were smaller, it was a little bit easier to work with smaller data. But just recently, as we've been growing, it's becoming a lot of information to look at. Me and Tony are spending probably too much time trying to compile all of that information, and, see where everything's coming from.
Because it's correct that you guys keep track of everything and also want to keep in touch with every customer for the personal.
Yeah, we like to keep all of that information in our Excel. So we have those salespeople just fill out a Excel sheet and send it to us, and then we look at all of it.
Okay, that's clear. I think I have a good view about that now. But when I think about the fact that you're growing and you're using Excel, do you see any difficulty in the combination of that? Because it's not real time and might not be able to.
Yeah, there's starting to become a sort of a lag from the time that the sale is made to the time that me and Tony get that information and can see where different services that we offer are growing. Yes, it's really just taking a lot more time to go from the point of the sale to us analyzing that sales data.
Okay. And is there also issues with overlap because you have 9 different activities?
Yes, we do.
Very different.
do everything from storage to packing, unpacking, local and long distance, like I talked about, commercial moves, residential moves.
Yes.
So there have been issues in the past where a salesperson would either incorrectly label a sale under the wrong category.
Because every salesperson does every type of sale, or are they specialized?
Yeah, so those salespeople, the salespeople themselves, they go after any customer that we can possibly gather, and then they record that information and give to us. So there have been problems in the past with those salespeople, just not specifying which area of the business
Okay.
that's coming from.
Okay.
Which is pretty problematic, especially as much as we're growing now. We'd like to be able to see where we're going forward.
Yes. So okay. So you mentioned that you want to grow in 3 areas: in Salesforce,
Yes.
in customers, and in business partners.
Yes.
And the Salesforce and customers is getting an issue with Excel when you're growing.
Yeah.
Do you see any red flags for the business partners with using Excel? Because how are they gonna get the access to those?
Yeah,
Data?
that's becoming a little bit more difficult, especially with the size of those sales. They're a lot more complex than our residential moves. But like I said, we look to expand in that area a lot. We see that as a potential big source of profit for us, and it's just getting difficult with the size of those sales. It's a lot to manage.
Yeah, it's getting even harder that now that you're partnering with businesses, or you
Yes.
want to partner with other businesses
Yeah,
and go
it definitely
international.
is.
Okay. And do you? It might be difficult to say exactly, but do you have any idea of loss in customers or loss in sales because of those coordination issues and overlap and lag issues?
Yeah, I don't know if I could give you a specific number estimate, but with the size of our team right now, it's becoming a lot more difficult to keep track of all of that. But I don't know if I could give you a specific estimate on how many people.
But do you have the
use each
feeling
month.
that there's losses in customers and in sales because of that?
Definitely.
Is it becoming more now that you're trying to grow? Or?
Yeah. Because we're trying to grow so much, there's not as much opportunity with the size that we are for our salespeople to get out there and do everything they can. There's just too much time spent on trying to record this information and put it in Excel and get it to us.
Yeah, because I also thought about the fact that, you're saying too much time spent, and also for you guys because you keep track of everything, which has to be very time consuming as well, I assume.
Yes.
Is there any areas in which you think that you focus less on that you should be focusing more on?
Yeah, I mean,
Strategic
as
issues
president
or-
and CFO, I'd like to be spending more time on strategic moves that we can be making and other operational things. But yeah, a lot of our time right now, me and Tony, is spent on keeping track of this data, and we have to do that. And it's getting difficult. We have very very diverse jobs and diverse roles, and it's getting difficult to keep track of everything with so much time being spent on recording sales.
Okay. And these sales, it's not. Would it be beneficial to you guys if you could have that in real time and something that synchronizes and you won't have?
Yeah, that would definitely help. Just like I said, there has been a pretty large lag in the time that a sale is made to the time that we get that information. It could definitely help if the moment we make a sale that we could see that in information. But right now we don't have that. Our salespeople, it takes a while for them to make the sale and then record all of that information and for us to look at it.
Okay. So if I can summarize it, I see a lot of problems in the area of real-time information and the fact that it overlaps and that they don't really put the data in well.
Yes. Yeah.
As a first, and then there's some issues coming up with business partners because you're growing and you need to be communicating with them as well.
Yes. That's a large amount of money that those business partners are dealing with us.
And because you talked about your Salesforce not being able to implement to write well into the Excel sheet which activity
Yeah.
is it about.
Yeah,
Do you
there's been
think-
some errors in that area.
Do you think some specialization in Salesforce is that going to help? Or
Yeah, it would definitely help, especially with keeping track of the different services that we offer. It would really help if instead of just having these salespeople pick from one service and another service and then sending it all to us, if we could just have that already separated and
Yeah.
look at it,
Mhm.
that would be huge for us.
That will be, yeah. And last, you said that personal attention is really important for you guys.
Yes.
You're now small and you want to keep that
Yeah,
culture.
we like to keep good relationships with our customers, and it's tough when it takes so long to even figure out who we're selling to, when that transaction is made.
And is the data built in those Excel sheets? Do you have keep track of every customer separately, or is it just?
Yeah, so we have a template that our employees just fill out, but yes, each sale is put into that Excel sheet and then sent to us and we
Individually?
compile it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all individual customers.
Okay. Well, we as NetSuite, I think, because I identified 4 main problems: like
Yeah,
the salespeople, the communicating with the business partners, personal attention is getting difficult while you're growing, and the fact that it's not really real time, so you
Yeah.
have some overlaps. I think that we can combine that actually in one solution.
Okay.
NetSuite, first of all, has applications in which you can group your sales by activity,
Okay.
or by customer, or by type of product. So
That'd be
you
great.
could see how you want to group that for yourself. On the communication issue with business partners, NetSuite is not only a CRM package for your own company, but it can be extended to other companies. It could be an ERP system
Okay.
actually, so it could also
That can be good for us. moving
communicate
forward.
with theirs, and keep it real time. And on the real time side, it's internet-based solution. So we would say it's information on your fingertips.
Okay.
So everywhere your salespeople would go, they'll be able to see that. So you don't have the lag for sending stuff back to you guys and then sending it back to them.
It's all there.
Yes, and of course you can keep track of customer records for a longer time, so you can still keep this personal touch with your customers, and you can see what has happened, and you can recap on that. Do you mind showing? Can I show you?
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of
I'd
that?
like to see some of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it might seem a little bit
Yeah, I mean,
vague
there's-
right now, but
yeah,
I
there's-
can show you specific applications.
Yeah, I'd
a
like
small
to see
demo.
how it would be separate for all those areas. That would be nice to see.
Yes, I can. If I can get on your Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna come to your
Okay.
side. You sit in this chair. So this is the outline you would see.
Okay.
This is for you, and for specific salespeople it will be another page. But this is the overview. You can maybe click yourself so you can
Okay.
get a bit of a feeling with it. If you go to customers, and then you go to customer report, you can see that you can group it, like you said,
By
by
customer.
one of your 9 activities,
Okay,
or by
okay.
type of customer,
Or even the territory. I see.
even the territory. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So you can have that issue eliminated with the fact that you're not sure with which sales is with
Mhm.
which business. You can also see that it accumulates for customers. So when you go to customer overview, if it loads, you can see everything that has happened with a particular
Oh, wow.
customer. So you can still, although you don't call
Mhm.
your customers
Yeah.
yourself, you can still keep an overview of what happens.
Okay. And all their information. Yeah.
Yes, and both your fellow owners and your salespeople can look into this too.
Okay.
Of course, you can determine who can see what.
Yeah.
There's some things you can do in here, and that's just mainly the issues you were talking about. And so the grouping of the customers, and you can extend this to an ERP system. So
Good.
the partner businesses can use this too.
Okay.
And like I said, it's real time. You can see that here too
That's
when
nice.
you go to the home page on the dashboard. You can see everything real time.
Okay.
So with the sales, who does what.
Good.
So you don't have the lags.
Yeah. It's been a big problem for us. This looks good.
Okay, great. And when you look at this, do you see anything that could be complicated for you guys or
Well, I mean,
concern you?
This looks good to me as a president and CFO, but I mean, are my employees going to be able to understand? This looks pretty complicated compared to just little Excel sheets that we're using.
It looks kind of complicated.
I mean, and this is a busy time. Is it going to take a while for my employees to understand
Well,
this?
the thing is, if you go to support and you go to support overview, and you see NetSuite answers, that's a function that's incorporated in NetSuite, and you go to NetSuite answers, and it's a whole website with, if it will load, with videos and instructions of how to use it.
Okay, so I could just have my employees go to this?
Yeah, we'll start out with consulting, so there will be NetSuite consultants giving the first few trainings.
Okay, so I won't be alone doing this.
You will not be alone doing this, and this is something you can fall back to when people forget stuff.
Yeah, if employees have questions about it, I can just send them here, it looks like.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it has videos, and it's also grouped in different chapters. So when you have trouble in certain areas, you can also look up that.
Okay.
And that comes with NetSuite. So that's.
Does it still take a while for people to learn this? These resources help.
The resources, well, it still takes. We say it's a journey. It's not an overnight trip.
Yeah.
So and. In the long run, it's going to be come easier and easier because it's not going to, like Excel, it's going to be really complex. But yeah, we say about half a year for total, but we're going to be there guiding the whole company for half a year. And we can start maybe with trials if you would like that after your busy time.
Okay. Yeah, that would probably be nice.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any concerns?
I mean, this, like I said, this does look really good to me. Looks thorough and it looks like what I would need. But I guess my other main concern is the cost. I mean, with Excel right now, that's a zero expense system that we're running on. It doesn't cost anything for us to use Excel and for them to send us.
I understand.
This looks like it could be possibly pretty expensive, and I'm a little bit concerned about that.
Yeah, I could understand that it's an important issue for you, especially because you're still a relatively smaller company and not having to pay much now for your current system.
Yeah.
How it works with NetSuite, I cannot really give you a finite price. It's really customized, so it depends on the amount of people that use it and on the service and your specific needs as a company. But I can kind of
give me like an estimate.
I can give you an estimate. Let's say
just a hypothetical on what it would maybe cost.
Well, it's $100 per person per month.
Okay.
A registered person in NetSuite, and you have 3 sales employees at this point.
Yes.
3 owners.
Yes.
2 other members of the management team. So I would say that would be around 7 to 10 people that you want to have access.
Let's just say 10 since we're growing.
Let's say 10, yeah. So if you would have 10 people, times 100 would be $1,000 per month, which would be 12,000 in a year, which
it is 12,000 more than I'm using right now.
Which sounds more than zero.
Yeah.
It's totally understandable. But the best thing about NetSuite is that it can grow with you, and Excel. It sounds like it's not costing anything right now, but it's going to cost you in loss of customers, loss in sales, loss in time.
Yeah, the time is getting to be a factor. So,
so the factors that you stated, overlap with customers, sales employees not being able to put it in real time, not being able to communicate well with the business partners, those issues are going to result in a lot more cost. I would assume than the 12,000 you're going to be paying for NetSuite.
I didn't really think about that before. Makes sense.
It might not be dollar signs right now, but
yeah.
they will be at one point.
Still costs me.
It will cost, but it's going to pay off in the long run with the real-time information you can have, with the synergies you can achieve with your business partners.
I'd love to have more time to do other things too.
You focusing on strategy. Okay.
That doesn't look too bad as cost. You know, it is more than I'm spending now, but you know, we're growing a lot, so we could probably spend
Look into it.
that much.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, I mean this looks pretty good to me.
Do you
I like
have
this.
any other
Um,
concerns or things that would?
See that number looks okay to me with as much as we're bringing in right now. But I do have other owners, and I can't make a
Bonnie and
decision
Ellen?
without I can't make a decision without talking to them first.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
maybe we can. Like I said, this does sound good to me, but maybe we can
meet up.
get together with them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, maybe talk over a couple more specifics on initial prices. But this
Yes,
this
I
does sound
understand
good.
that it's a
Yeah.
company-wide change that needs commitment from fellow owners. I really understand
Yeah.
that. So it would be
But
great
I
if
would
we
love
could
to.
set up
Yeah,
a
I'd love
meeting
to set
with
up a
them.
meeting with them though. Let me give you a call after I meet with them and you know go through their schedules and mine. And,
Yeah.
You know, maybe we can. I'll give you a call and then give you another date that we can meet again with
Okay.
them.
I will wait for your call, and if you might be too busy, I can always call you at the end of the week.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out for you, just
Yeah,
as a reminder.
if I don't give you a call after this, you make sure to call me. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
I will make sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it sounds great. Thank you for your time again.
Yeah, of course.
Because I
Thank
know
you.
it's busy.
Thanks for not taking too much time. Thank you.
Yes. Thanks so much.
All right.
Okay. You have
It's
my
good meeting
business
with you.
card.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Great.
Thank
You
you.
can call me anytime.
All right.